is Urban Debate 360 on Magic Bricks Now. I'm Faye D'Souza. We've got you a lineup of news on civic issues that directly affect the quality of your life. Let's take a look at the headlines. Patches of protests being reported in Mandya district in Karnataka after the Kaveri Supervisory Committee orders the release of 3,000 cusecs of water to Tamil Nadu every day from the 21st to the 30th of September. As a cautionary measure, Section 144 will continue in sensitive areas of Bangalore. Liquor shops will remain shut on the 20th and the 21st. Terrible story coming out of Chennai. A drunk student and a car racing enthusiast in a Porsche mows down 12 auto rickshaws early on Monday morning. The incident killed one auto rickshaw driver and injured 10 others. The 22-year-old student is now in police custody. And the mosquito menace shows no sign of easing in Delhi. The number of people affected with chikungunya rises to above 1,000. Meanwhile, garbage piles up in open plots across the city. Second FIR against funny man couple Sharma. This under the Environment Protection Act, allegedly for destroying the mangroves behind his Andheri bungalow. This is the second FIR against Sharma. And in Mumbai, it's government versus government. The Central Fisheries Institute campus turns a roadblock for the coastal road. This despite being given an alternative plot. The institute runs campuses on both plots and refuses to move. We're going straight to the fact that we're receiving information about protests that might have broken out in Mandya and Karnataka over the Kaveri issue. This follows the latest ruling of the Kaveri Supervisory Committee that has asked Karnataka to part with 3,000 cusecs of water per day to Tamil Nadu from the 21st to the 30th of September. As protests break out in Mandya, all eyes are now on security arrangements in Bangalore. Remember, both of the states can challenge this order in the Supreme Court as the Supreme Court hears that case. Now, Bangalore and parts of Karnataka, of course, have heavy police bandobast over the next couple of days. Amita Balachandra has an update on the security arrangements in the state. Amita.
Absolutely, in a meeting with all the chief secretaries of the south of India, the Kaveri Supervisory Committee has decided that Karnataka government will have to release 3,000 cusecs of water to Tamil Nadu from 21st of September till the 30th of September. Remember, up until now, Karnataka was releasing 12,000 cusecs of water to Tamil Nadu, of course, after the modification of water, till 20th of September when the case is supposed to be heard. Of course, at this point in time, this is not the final order. Karnataka and Tamil Nadu governments are free to challenge this order on the 20th of September. But right now, where the epicenter of all the protests is Mandya, of course, fresh protests have erupted is what we understand. The next 2 days will be a bandh is also what we understand. But Bangalore as of now still remains peaceful. Bangalore City Police has been in fact very active on social media, constantly updating citizens of Bengaluru that they have nothing to worry about. Extra security forces have been deployed in the city. What we also understand is that Section 144 will continue till the 25th of September as planned. So Bangalore City Police really telling its citizens there that there will be no bandh and that citizens have nothing to worry about.
In fact, right now on the phone line, we have MG Nagendra Kumar, the Deputy Police Commissioner, speaking to us from the command center in Bangalore. Mr. Kumar, thank you so much for taking the time out to speak with us. A quick message going across to the citizens of Bangalore who might have been worried about any sort of untoward incidents or maybe perhaps a bandh tomorrow. Is it a very clear message that life will go on as normal?
During everything, security is heightened. And the 40 cartoons of case of the 30 cartoons of CRC arms reserved and 14 companies of paramilitary and about 15,000 of men and officers of all ranks and other quick reaction teams and SWAT vehicles, emergency vehicles and all other arrangements has been done, and nobody on this 144 section will continue till 25th of this month, and absolutely peace and quite calm. And also, I'm requesting all the public to cooperate with the police to maintain peace and tranquility.
Well, Mr. Kumar, is it true that all liquor outlets have been closed for the next 2 days as a precautionary measure?
Yes, prohibited for next 2 days. The prohibited order has been issued by the police commissioner and is in force.
Will this just be liquor shops, or are you also closing bars or restaurants serving alcohol?
Yes, all the restaurant and liquor shop, especially liquor, shall not restaurants.
All right, so it's effectively 2 dry days then for Bangalore on the 20th and the 21st. In terms of precautions, what would you recommend that the citizens of Bangalore do? Should they keep an eye out for any sort of incidents on the road, report it to the police? What would you ask them to do to help you out over the next couple of days?
Certainly. See, we have it is already a CCTV. There's about 10-50 CCTV cameras are all important places, and we have placed 270 Hoysala van, that is patrolling and vans, and also 400 cheetah. There is a two-wheeler patrolling this one. And I request all the citizens to immediately, as soon as they notice any incidents like this, and let them please inform to dial 100. That's my request. Immediately, it is we are on the ready. Immediately, we'll attend any insurgents.
Mr. Kumar, also tell us this, for people from Bangalore who might be travelling on the highways either to Mandya or towards Tamil Nadu over the next 2 days, are these journeys that they perhaps have to rethink or postpone? Are the highways peaceful at this point?
Now, in between Mysore and Bangalore, tense. In fact, after the verdict of the committee. So now the police are there, no problem, and also as well as other highway concern.
All right, Mr. Kumar. No problems on the highway right now. Thank you very much for answering our questions this evening. I understand you're a very busy man. We appreciate the work being done by the Bangalore police on the ground there. The Bangalore police giving us an update. Security forces are on high alert. There is an excellent bandobast plan being made in Bangalore over the next 2 days to make sure that the citizens are safe. The police asking that if you notice anything on any road, immediately notify the police through their number 100. Also, updates available regularly on the Bangalore police Twitter handle that has been extremely active over the last couple of weeks. And of course, on Magic Breaks Now, where we'll bring you regular updates of what's going on in Bangalore. But as of now, things go on as normal. There is no Bandh in Bangalore over the next 2 days. There will, of course, be no alcohol available in the city as the police bring in a dry city just to keep things under control as a precautionary measure. We'll bring you more updates on that as and when we receive them. Moving now on to Chennai, where in shocking news, an auto driver was killed and 10 more auto drivers were injured when a Porsche crashed into parked autos. After ramming into a divider in Chennai. The driver of the vehicle was a 22-year-old Vikas Anand, who was a student, allegedly driving under the influence of alcohol. He mowed through 12 auto rickshaws parked in an auto stand, but managed to escape the crash completely unharmed as the airbags deployed instantly. My colleague Vijay sent us this report.
In the wee hours of 19th September, around 3 a.m., 22-year-old Vikas, an upcoming rally car driver, drove this Porsche Cayenne into 12 auto rickshaws that were standing by in Chennai on Cathedral Road. Vikas, who was expected, according to the police, Vikas was returning from the TNPL match of the final of the TNPL that was played over here in Chennai, and he rammed his car straight into 12 auto rickshaws that were standing by, out of which 12 drivers and people who were standing by were injured. Unfortunately, there was one auto rickshaw driver who's 30 years old and he lost his life. But this is the state of the car over here. As you can see, it is completely damaged. It is a car, it is a Delhi registration car. The police are still investigating as to whether he was under the influence of alcohol, or whether he lost control, or was there something wrong with the car. And also, if you can see, these are the auto rickshaws that were standing by, and it is brought over here in Shastri Nagar police station in Adyar. And also this is particular the auto that that was severely damaged, and this auto rickshaws owner was the one who lost his life. And as you can see, officials are examining it right now. They have already examined the car. They are examining the auto rickshaws also, where they will be taking a lot of information and trying to see as to what led to the accident. But police are remaining tight-lipped about this entire thing as far as the person in question is concerned, that is Vikas. Vikas, mind you, is aspiring rally car driver. He's won a lot of local level rallies. He's taken part in a lot of races, and just 22 years of age. But as of now, it remains to be seen as to what the police gather from the investigation, and as to what kind of information they're getting from either Vikas's side. And also we spoke to a lot of the auto rickshaw drivers also over here, and they say it was just a normal routine as they were standing in their usual auto rickshaw stand, when out of nowhere they saw this car out of control, and they rammed into them, and it was a huge shock for them. And of course, the person who died is survived by his only single daughter, and his wife had already committed suicide years ago, and he had an elder daughter who also died. So it is a pretty sad instance for the auto rickshaw driver who lost his life and who survived by his only daughter. But we will have to wait and see as to what the police gather out of all this.
Bangalore in 2015 registered 55,138 drunk driving cases. On the 17th of September in 2016, Bangalore registered 1,081 drunk driving cases in one night. Mumbai and Delhi have cases of about 20,000 per year. That number has come down quite drastically after the police started taking it far more seriously. But why is it, Vikram Singh, that bringing down these numbers is such a challenging matter for our police right now?
Please understand, Faye, that you have hit the nail on the head. 70% of deaths in road accidents are due to drunk driving. And somebody said that terrorism is responsible for 500 deaths per annum in India. Murders account for 45,000 and road accidents account for 140,000. You just see the numbers, and 70% of those are due to drunken driving. 56 accidents, 14 deaths every hour.
The law is not the weak. Law is not weak, but the problem is that the police that implements the law, it weakens the case. It does not collect right type of evidence. Police has so much of discretion. It can just file a charge sheet of rash and negligent driving. It can say it is death due to negligence in case a death takes place. Like in Salman's case, initially they put it a simple case of negligent driving where the punishment was not even 2 years. Later on, when we intervened, the case was converted into culpable homicide not amounting to murder.
Mr. Vikram Singh, is it corruption in our police system that's failing us at this point?
Obviously, please presume. It is a very logical presumption that a person who has a high-end car costing 2 crore plus, it is so simple and easy for him to buy out the RTO, the investigating officer, and the relevant people in the police department.
The reality is that we must appreciate the efforts of the police, that it is not so easy to buy the police and get away, especially the drink and drive, the drive that they are conducting at various places. They are very strict about it.
That's specific to Mumbai though. That's specific to Mumbai. It's not specific to the rest of the country right now.
Yes.
We will not forgive the lives that are lost on the road just because your kid thought it was okay to drive a car really fast. These kids should wind up in juvenile homes. That fear should be in the hearts of those parents every time they hand over the keys to someone late at night. Naveen Chauhan.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, whenever the person is caught drunk, before he commits any death on the road, he should be punished so severely. Example like accident, that it sends a correct message to the society everywhere. But of course, I'm on the very same page with you and Abha. But only thing what I want to say is that when the police ask us the question, it is not that they don't have the machine with them. It is just the preliminary analysis. If they find anything suspicious, then they ask the person to get down and do the best analysis. Otherwise, they don't harass every person on the wheel. That is what they preliminary do it.
I think it's not. Mumbai police is doing a great job.
Yes.
It's more responsible towards the restaurants, bars who have to take that extra initiative to make sure everyone reaches home safe.
Yes.
Well, on to our other big story we're tracking tonight. Open plots in Delhi are fast turning into garbage landfills, and authorities are turning a blind eye. So this, imagine in your neighborhood when there's one empty plot that is unoccupied, people just start to dump garbage, and that becomes the unofficial, unmarked out garbage dump. Now, despite the severe public health crisis that has seen what unconfirmed reports tell us anywhere between 5,000 to 5 lakh cases of mosquito-borne diseases in the capital alone, Deepa Rana went out into the city and found that cases like the one we're looking at on our screen right now could be the real reason Delhi is falling sick.
See, I've been staying here for the last 25 years. And this place was actually it was a plain with lots of trees, but the trees have been cut and it has been being used as a dumping ground now. So, garbage dumping ground, I mean. And look at this, all the garbage here. I'm sure this is also a breeding place for mosquitoes. And these days, chikungunya and dengue are on the rise. You know it very well. And this is happening, and this is not the only place in Vasant Kunj. There are other places also which are affected by this kind of, also the open garbage everywhere, and that's becoming a nuisance actually, as a matter of fact.
So when you've been staying here, explain to us that have you approached the government or the civic bodies over here or the RWAs, and what sort of response are you getting from them?
See, we did approach, all of us got together, went to the RWA. They promised us to fumigate the whole place. Fine, our own colony was fumigated. But what about the places like this? I mean, look what's happening. The breeding place is this right here. So only fumigation or cleanliness of the house is not important. It's the cleanliness of the whole place which is important. The background, the place outside and your near places. That's what.
So especially when you're talking about this particular garbage dump, it has been a DDA land for a very long time. We had also seen a board over here of DDA. But never has the inspection been done on these kind of dumping grounds. Have you got any kind of
I have
inspection?
no idea about that. But I know there were lots of trees earlier. And I don't know where those trees have gone now. And of course, the DDA sign has also gone off. Somebody's picked it up or whatever. And it's become a dumping place, totally.
Especially when this place is very near to the market area.
It's just across Big Bazaar, Big Bazaar, that is the Vasant Square Mall. And, everybody's around here, people are walking around. It's very close to the residential place also. Next, this is a residential colony next door completely. I think in our colony also, every second house has one case of chikungunya or dengue.
So when this kind of cases are erupting, open spaces are there around colonies all across the city. Do you think that somewhere the government is lagging behind or the civic bodies are not taking their correct action?
I definitely feel that RWAs should get together with the MCD people and do something about it. I think it's very important for everybody.
That was the garbage problem which has been erupting all across the city, where we have so much of garbage being thrown all across the city, but therefore the government or the civic bodies though claim that they've been doing fumigation, but nothing on ground has been done as to control this kind of open spaces which have been breeding grounds for mosquitoes.
In fact, Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia faced an ink attack today outside the Lieutenant Governor Najib Jung's office. Sisodia was addressing the media, remember, after he returned from his foreign trip, received a fair amount of flack for not being in Delhi during Delhi's crisis. Now, he also then went to meet with the LG to discuss the national capital's health crisis. The attacker, we understand, has denied any political affiliations and was reportedly upset with Sisodia's absence in Delhi while Delhi battled the chikungunya and dengue crisis. He has now been taken into police custody. My colleague Shirin Elizabeth sent us this report.
Hours after Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia landed in the national capital from Finland, waiting for him was the anger of ordinary citizens in the national capital. Outside LG's office, where Manish Sisodia came to meet the LG after coming from Finland, a man threw ink on him while he was addressing the media. Now, this is the spot where Manish Sisodia was attacked by ink by a man called Brijesh Shukla, who says that he doesn't have any political connection. But Manish Sisodia has been saying that this is a conspiracy against him, and this is a political vendetta, and he wants the police to find out the truth. But the man claims that he doesn't have any connection with the political parties. But clearly, it seems that the ordinary man's anger has been vented out on the Deputy Chief Minister.
दिल्ली की जनता परेशान हो रही है और ये फिनलैंड जा रहे हैं घूमने के लिए। कितनी गलत बात है ये। आप किसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी से हो? पॉलिटिकल पार्टी से किससे हैं? पार्टी से क्या मतलब है? एक इंसानियत की तो कोई चीज होती है। मैं कल रात को लौटा था तो उनसे पहले भी मैं मिलता रहा हूँ, भी मिलने आया और मैंने उनको बताया भी कि फिनलैंड में एजुकेशन का सिस्टम कितना अच्छा है और वहाँ किस तरह से पूरे देश में एजुकेशन बहुत शानदार है और उन्होंने 25-30 साल में अपने एजुकेशन सिस्टम को अच्छा किया है। और मैंने कहा हम लोग भी मिलके यहाँ दिल्ली के एजुकेशन सिस्टम को अच्छा करें। दिल्ली के हेल्थ और एजुकेशन दिल्ली सरकार की प्रायोरिटी है और हेल्थ और एजुकेशन में किसी भी रूप में कहीं कोई कंप्रोमाइज़ नहीं होना चाहिए। मैंने उनको बताया, उनसे बात की मैंने, तो लार्जली यही बात हुई।
सर वो आपकी फोटो को आई थी, उसके बाद में उन्होंने खत लिखा आपको तुरंत आने के लिए, डेंगू चिकनगुनिया इनका इशू बताया।
नहीं, उन्होंने मैसेज भेजा था मेरे पास चीफ सेक्रेटरी के थ्रू कि आ जाएं। मैंने उनसे भी ये कहा कि इमरजेंसी अगर कुछ थी तो आप मुझे फोन पर बुला लेते और आपने चिट्ठी लिखी तो ठीक है। उन्होंने मुख्य सचिव के थ्रू चिट्ठी लिखवाई तो मैंने उनको कहा कि कोई भी जरूरत होगी ना और दिल्ली में हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं और हेल्थ और एजुकेशन हम सुधार के रहेंगे दिल्ली का।
Well, of course, Delhi continues to battle mosquito-borne diseases, and it is a problem that is spreading to the rest of our cities, whether it's Mumbai, Kolkata, that's facing a specifically acute problem, Bangalore and onwards. Make sure that your children are wearing their mosquito repellent when you send them to school, and try and make sure that you eliminate as many mosquitoes from your surroundings as possible. These diseases are now proving to be deadly. Let's also take a look at what other news is coming in on civic problems from your city.
Let's start with Kolkata. Citizens of Kolkata, get ready to say goodbye to tram services in your city very soon. In a move to decongest the city, the state government is mulling discontinuing tram services in the city. Now, the 143-year-old transport service is said to be taking up too much road space and slowing down speed of other vehicles. A decision on this will be taken by the state government very soon. Good news in store for Punekars. Your commute to the Pune airport could become faster and smoother. Authorities at the Pune airport are planning to widen roads on problem stretches leading up to the airport post the defence minister's nod to use 2,300 square metres of land. Now, 4 main roads such as airport to Puru Society, Symbiosis to 509 Chowk, airport parking to Viman Nagar and airport parking to VIP Road have been included in this plan. Work along with the PMC and district officials is set to begin soon. Chennai Metro Rail Corporation, meanwhile, is moving at a faster pace. Chennaites can now travel to the airport via metro. What's more, the new line linking Little Mount to airport to Guindy will be thrown open to public this Wednesday. The 9-kilometre corridor is part of the airport to Vashermenpet corridor, which has now been expanded up to Tiruvuttur. Coming in for Mumbaikars, expect a metro line linking Kalyan, Bhiwandi, Dombivli very soon. The Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis said that the DPR was in progress and that technical formalities were being met while laying the foundation stone for the 2 6-lane bridges to be constructed over Ulhas Creek at Motagaon near Durgadi Fort.
Well, so let's take a look at what else is making news across the nation. In the aftermath of the Uri terror attack, Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a high-level meeting attended by Home Minister Rajnath Singh, Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar, Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, National Securities Advisor Ajit Doval and the Army Chief General Dalbir Singh. Besides other senior officials, the Prime Minister was briefed on the prevailing ground situation in Kashmir, where 4 terrorists killed 17 soldiers in an army camp in Uri near the line of control. Leader and founder of Baloch Republican Party, Bahamudag Bukti, has confirmed that he is ready to seek asylum in India. The country is, however, yet to confirm its asylum program for Balochistan, leaving Bukti's induction uncertain. Important to note here that Bukti is an activist wanted by the Pakistan government in a self-imposed exile in Switzerland. His political front is fighting for independence from Pakistan and has been outlawed. The Supreme Court today issued notice to controversial RJD leader Mohammad Shahabuddin on a plea to challenge the bail granted to him in the murder case earlier this month. The Apex Court sought Shahabuddin's response by the 26th of September. Shahabuddin has been accused of murdering journalist Rajdev Rajan, whose family has challenged the bail. Bihar government has sought a non-bailable warrant after the High Court granted bail on the 7th of September. Well, every time we ask the government of Maharashtra what the solution for the traffic problems in Mumbai is, they tell us it will be the coastal road. The coastal road, which is expected to be completed in less than 4 years. What we understand right now, even on the ground, is going to be a much longer wait and an uphill climb for the BMC that's going to be building the coastal road. Take a look at this problem, for example. The Central Fisheries Institute is holding up work for one arterial road that will connect to the coastal road. Now, the institute, which stands in the way of a 100-foot road that will lead to the coastal road, was given an alternative site to set up its campus. It set up its campus, it's running a brand new campus, but it refuses to vacate the campus it already has. Aishwarya brings us this report.
Now, the citizens of Mumbai have been waiting for the past 8 years to see the iconic coastal road being built from Kandivali up to Nariman Point. But it seems as if the hurdles for this iconic road are yet to get over. Now, the BMC on its part was planning a 100-meter connecting road from Yari Road in Andheri onto the coastal road. But it seems as if hurdles are yet to get over. Now, the state government had given the Center for Fisheries Education, a campus which was coming on the way of this connecting road, a new plot of land so that they can vacate this one. This one can be demolished and this connector can be built, connecting Andheri onto the coastal road, and they can move on the institute onto the other plot of land. Now, a very interesting thing to note is that even though a new campus has been established onto the land given by the state government, this institution has not yet vacated the old one, which means that till the time they do not vacate it, this connector cannot be built. Currently, this case between this institute, the Center for Fisheries Education, and BMC is pending in the High Court. The BMC on its part told us that they have no plan B in place. That means that if the verdict comes against them, then they have no plan B. They do not know how they'll build this 100-meter connecting road as this current plot has not been vacated. Another thing which they told us is that they are currently only focusing on the southern part of the coastal road, which means from Nariman Point up to Versova, and they said they'll look at Versova when the verdict from High Court comes out.
Well, that's a wrap on this edition of the Urban Debate 360. Thank you so much for watching. Stay with Magic Bricks now for more news and updates.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.